Dead Prophet.
Oh,
they go into Doom.
So that's more T1. Okay.
Yeah. So tell me, what does this Doom do for the draft fund?
He just needs to full commit. Like, he needs to full commit for the Terrorblade. We've seen teams do it in the past. I know VP was one of the biggest ones, like years ago, where it was like they saw Terrorblade, they just picked Doom, and you Doom him in the entirety of the game.
Very sad to see.
Only been banned 5 times. I think a lot of people even predicted it to be the most banned hero of the event, and just wasn't. We're getting the replay here.
Yeah, that was basically a ravage by
Great Fissure
Lion there, but yeah, Zephyr ends up being first blooded there. They have RP. A very long cooldown. That's basically it. So the reason I bring that up is because Solar Guardian is kind of the reason you pick this hero, I feel, other than the laning stage, which she's very strong at.
Yeah, a simple breakdown of this Dawnbreaker is you're really strong in the first 5 minutes, and then you have your ult, and that's pretty much it as a support. Like, your other spells are nice for a while, but later down the line you just do very little against BKBs, against heroes just getting enough stats and getting more mobility. It is pretty much on the greedy side, right? Like playing Doom, Medusa, Magnus. Doesn't get much greedier than that. But at the same time, you look at LGD's lineup, which isn't necessarily the fastest either.
Yeah, we got the Spirit Siphon into the Crypt Swarm. I mean, honestly, pretty easy kill and pretty expected as well.
GQ on Zephyr.
It's the Mango, but remember, Zephyr, Dawnbreaker, super tanky at this stage of the game. Neither will die, so it'll end up in a stalemate.
I think it was maybe also just by scarcity of good carries that were left, right? I think they wanted the Morphling that T1 ended up last banning, so that was a good ban. And you just looked at, okay, we have a lineup with insane teamfight, we have good lanes, so we can afford to go for a greedy late game carry that needs a bit of time to build up, because we've got all the boxes checked, basically, and Terrorblade was the best strong late game carry left in the pool.
And all nothing to say, already using Exorcism in the mid lane and already doing half damage to the tower. They won't be able to finish in all likelihood, but does require a few rotations. In fact, we're going to get a Doom TP as well, but you can see Y on the sideline with the Echo Stomp. It's going to connect successfully. Not sure if LGD can actually pursue any further, but still, damage done.
Yeah, thank God. Not letting him get very much here for Cuckoo. Working on Helm of the Dominator. Not sure how much I like that this game I'm doing.
We got the cookie initiation again. Faith Beyond and company. Fissure connects, but the counter Starbreaker with the rotation from Whitemon. Looks like, at the very least, T1 get the trade they're looking for. 23 Savage, in fact, getting the credit for that one.
So definitely on the back foot right here, RT1. But I've doubted their Medusa games before, and they just... Oh, no.
Nothing to say. Exorcism rotation to the top lane. Fissure will connect, but nothing to say. They're not going to see him. 23 Savage gets out. Oh, Faith Beyond very close to actually getting that cancel.
Fissure actually ended up...
Yeah, that was unfortunate angle there.
He didn't get the blocking angle he was hoping for. Ended up blocking himself more than the Medusa, actually. And now, defense is actually coming in. Carl, from the side. Gets the courier kills. Now they know he's there.
Yeah. And here comes from the sideline, Zephyr. There's the Doom onto Faith Beyond, trying to run away here. Looks like, at the very least, he will drop. Whitemon might be the sacrifice. Nothing to say. Exorcism has already dissipated. Y is in the vicinity. They will take him out in the end, 1-for-1. Now Spirit Siphon onto Carl. Echo Stomp as well. But I would assume that T1 is able to just walk away very safely here. But
so 1-for-1,
defense.
they get the core.
Yeah. Carl, he's going to be spotted here, but he's going to get... That's not the hook stomp. No. That one was not worth, I don't think. The tower taking heavy damage, but here's the rotation from T1. Even 23 Savages come to play. Trying to take out Jin Q. Looks like he'll survive.
Oh, meta.
And on the other side, Ame with the meta. 23 Savage trying to TP out. Ain't going to happen.
Oh.
And this tower will fall one way or the other, but Cuckoo looks like he wants to defend and try to get the deny with the Centaur, but he's going to take heavy damage if he gets any further. It's just going to be given up.
And you can't really fault either of the teams for the other bans they're doing, right? There's just a lot of heroes that are really good, and there's a lot of...
ban everything, but there's the Doom onto Ame, and the Finger of Death. Very nicely played from T1. Beautiful positioning.
Oh, he died. I have a bit piece of trivia for you.
Oh boy.
Can you name a hero that has the exact same spells that it's had for the entire history of the hero?
Sven?
No.
I mean, Warcry is slightly different, I guess. All right, I have to think about this one. Don't tell me. We're going to have a 4-man smoke here from LGD. Carl is going to break in. Faith Beyond jumps in. Solar Guardian is coming, but you can see the immediate Doom Into the Earth Splitter, though. Looks like they're going to be able to get the RP off as well. Faith Beyond drops to the deck. Finger of Death finishes off, nothing to say. And T1 showing up in spades here. Have a 3K net worth lead. Make it 2 as Jin Q. Shockwave into the Centaur. Mana Drain to follow. And another, whoa, okay, Echo Stomp. Delays the inevitable, it seems. And that is a quick 3 kills for T1. Now Y on the run. He is fine. LGD. Looks like they're gonna get it.
Yeah.
T1 not expecting this.
This is basically what happens when you pick these massive ultimate lineups against a team that can kill Roche, right? If you don't manage to get the Roche off it, they're gonna go and take that objective. So very good awareness here from LGD that they can get away with this. Probably gonna give it to Ame. And Terrorblade in many ways is probably one of the best transformation heroes to have it on because of how much he still does with his second life. He has Reflection, he has the Sunder, the Conjure images as well.
Late game when you get Ags, he gets basically a few seconds of meta anyway as
Dead Dawnbreaker.
Yeah, super dead. Just see, that's a position 5.
Yep.
Still takes a while to kill. She's beefy.
Yep.
Who were we casting? Was it yesterday where they weren't afraid to go all in on that Aegis, on that high ground?
Yeah, that was IG against Spirit.
Yeah. See the meta popped, and tier 2 tower taking heavy damage as a result. They finally does T1 that mid tier 1. T1 gets that mid tier 1 Cinderin. Very easy to say.
Yep.
As Scotty looks to be next for Ame. And yeah, this is just going to be given up. Again, just respecting that Aegis.
Do have the smoke coming in here. They want to try to see if they can get a jump on Faith Beyond, but he seems very aware. Oh,
Carl whips himself, trying to find Faith Beyond in the trees. Enchant Totem. Blink Dagger's not up from their 6 seconds, but looks like he has used successfully. In the meantime, they will find a pickup onto Jin Q instead.
Yeah, knows there's a ward there now, of course, being caught in the trees, but what a great play from Faith Beyond to stand there in that tree line and get out. The one escape he had, and he found it.
30 seconds on the Aegis, so we're going to see Solar Guardian with the whip. Doom. Cuckoo in the vicinity gets the shockwave, and this is going to be an easy kill for T1 again. Nothing to say, just ticks away there. But then again,
doesn't do much against DP. The Ghosts have True Strike, but against Terrorblade it is very, very good.
It's not even the first time I've seen the Dawnbreaker Ags in a pro game, actually.
Yeah, you're right. Some of the games we saw in the group stages were...
Oh my god, they actually found him. Okay. All right. That is going to be a kill. So PSG.LGD successfully take out Carl, who again is the top net worth right now.
You want to say thank you very much, even willingly picking it into a hard lane matchup, and they're still making it work.
GQ.
He's
Looks
out.
like he's fine. Oh! Right at the last second, Whitemon. Yeah, they know the ward is there.
Very early Finger of Death. I'm actually not sure he got the stack there, but...
Well, he has 4. I believe he had 3, so...
They need to cover the area because Roshan can respawn any second now. So maybe this is just by necessity. That's got to be it. If Roche couldn't be up, I don't think they do the smoke.
Good Savage, Fissure into the Enchant Totem initiation. Nothing to say it's about his BKB, but he just runs away now.
Oh, why did you BKB?
A little bit of a misstep here potentially from LGD. We'll see if T1 can take advantage. It's now 23 Savage. You can see his build. That's why Scotty just picked up that BKB.
This is really
one of
bad
the
news
few
from
mistakes
PSG.LGD.
from LGD we've seen.
BKB and Exorcism for what? Like now you can just lose Roche in 30 seconds. You won't have one of your cores effectively.
Yeah, Carl wants to jump in. He does so. Gets fissured immediately into the angle side, but there's a Solar Guardian. Will he live? Finally, the right clicks will be enough to take him out, but the RP onto 3 heroes into the skewer. 23 Savage is going ham here, but finally the Sunder comes out from Ame as 23 Savage forced to TP out, but no, the BKB ends and he gets canceled. The right clicks are there along with nothing to say. With that Spirit Siphon, 23 Savage trying to hold his ground, but eventually these right clicks will be too much as Ame just continuing to pound upon him, but nothing to say is the one taking most of the damage from Medusa. One more right click will do it. He dies along with the double kill from 23 Savage. The buyback onto the Elder Titan. Ame getting extremely low. Finally dropped to the deck. As this is a complete disaster for both teams. Everybody's dying. Finally Zephyr TPing out will be successful. It feels like everybody died. 7 deaths for
My favorite
PSG.LGD.
kind of fight. Nobody won.
Goodness.
Everyone goes out a loser. Wait, who gained net worth there? Somebody must have gained something.
It looks like LGD somehow did, despite
the big winner was Terrorblade with 1,100 net worth gained.
Very
overall.
good.
What an insane fight. After that 3-man RP, 3-man horn toss, there's no way LGD get that outcome. How in the world did they end up? It's obviously because Doom is dead. Like the instant stun from Shaker. Faith Beyond with the super clutch. If he doesn't stun Doom there, they're screwed, man. But they end up kind of salvaging it.
This cancel TP.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Look at the net worth right now. 7K lead for T1.
Yeah.
When the fight ends, it's the same.
Yeah, we'll just call that a wash.
I think, okay, pay attention to what happens now. So Y is going to walk in on his Elder Titan and start hitting the line. I think if he walks next to Medusa earlier than this, does that straight away so they get the natural order, I think Ame might have actually survived this fight, so could have been optimized a little bit here where we're kind of, you know, picking apart the minor details.
Let's see if LGD can actually contest here.
Well, they can keep doing that.
Yeah, I mean, Elder Titan might be the best hero in the entire game at contesting Roche.
He is the king of stalling together with Tinker.
It's already a half health though.
Old Tinker,
this is the Aegis and Shard. Scouting it out with the Astral Spirit. Getting the massive damage to come, I'm sure. Echo Stop will miss though.
Actually, are they just going to give it up here? It looks like PSG.LGD are not committing to the pick.
Yeah, they're showing Faith Beyond close to the tier 2. Yeah. I mean,
BKB?
Yeah. All right, they force out the BKB, but yeah, you're right. This is just completely left for T1 now. So Aegis, Shard. Shard will be consumed by Medusa. So that's going to be the single. Oh, Doom on to nothing to say. In the meantime, Carl, see if they can actually pick this up. Cuckoo does get off the horn toss, and a finger of death from Whitemon is enough.
For comparison, Ame is level 20 on the Terrorblade, and that's usually just how it goes. A lot of the gold that Terrorblade gets has zero experience with it because of the nature of how he farms. Solar Guardian.
Earth Splitter was used. Solar Guardian actually canceled. No, sorry, that's the Aghanim Scepter. He actually kept it the entire time. Now Faith Beyond taking the brunt of the damage here as Cuckoo gets to skewer off. Why? With the Force Staff, here the Exorcism go off as well. Faith Beyond with a nice, beautiful fissure into the Echo Slam. They're going to blow up the Doom. Nothing to say, trying to maneuver himself around that fissure as Cuckoo pops a BKB into the skewer. TP attempt will be successful at getting out.
Zephyr's in trouble.
He is completely surrounded, gets off the Starbreaker, but dies shortly after. So LGD with a nice exchange here. They lose Faith Beyond. Basically the BKB once the Astral Spirit returns. What do you think of the Shard for that hero, where you take places with your spirit?
Oh, Faith Beyond.
Zephyr. Oh, they force out the BKB. Faith Beyond looks like he's going to get Doom mid-jump, though. Canceled his own TP, attempting to get out. The nice slow coming out as well. And he might actually be fine, but he doesn't have... I guess he does have a TP.
A little bit of indecisiveness there from Carl. I think he wasn't sure whether he really wanted to use this Doom, so then he doesn't have it on anyone else, but he ends up throwing it, and then refreshes for the Shiva's vision, but doesn't find Shaker.
For nothing to say to come back. Does have buyback though, and still with his ult intact. There's 23 Savage now poking.
There is an exposed fissure angle when 23 Savage is standing on the high ground there to get off the attacks. Obviously they had no wave, so they couldn't get vision any other way. Needs to be a little bit careful about the Shaker block on that Medusa in case.
Third Roche is up. So, Echo Slam. This is for a Dawnbreaker. Fissure to follow. He's actually going to heal himself and be fine. Carl has come in with that Doom as well. This time they will find the kill. The pump fakes galore. As Faith Beyond drops 65 seconds, no Earthshaker, no buyback, and more importantly, because T1 probably doesn't know he doesn't have buyback, no Echo Slam anyway.
Yep.
Into the Roche pit they go.
Going to be very confident with this. They will have their second Doom as well in just 15 seconds, so Carl could connect over there, but I don't even think he's going to need to. I think PSG.LGD are very careful with even approaching Roshan without their Shaker.
Yeah.
They're going to scout it out with the Spirit. It's going to stomp here.
It's just for the 6-second extra duration. Unless I'm missing something. Cuckoo. Oh, he gets the ARP. Oh, no, he hard toss after! The wrong direction. Oh, boy.
We need wards.
Yeah, that's quite not my fault. We don't have wards. in their tier 4 tower. So he has another RP to work with. Very sneaky indeed.
This is very spicy, Carl.
Force smoke now for LGD. Fissure into the initiation, but there's a Solar Guardian from afar. Can he get off the BKB in time? He does. He will live as a result. Meanwhile, we see a big impale on the backside. Nothing to say. Pops his BKB and runs, or Exorcism's already used, which means T1 just have to wait this out. T1 are looking very good this game. Primed and ready to potentially force this to a game 3.
And keep in mind, Y as well has the Force Staff. We usually see the defensive use, but the offensive use in a game like this is really powerful. If you get the Echo Stomp or a Fissure, you can push people into a very bad position inside the Radiant base here, but for now, obviously 23 Savage very safe with the Aegis.
Indeed, has the cheese in his back pocket as well.
They're looking to trade top.
That's true. Damage is definitely being done right now, but the tier 3 is still relatively healthy. And you can just put Dawnbreaker there with the Solar Guardian if he wants to come in. He's going to take some damage, but will walk away safely. Was Echo Slam just used?
He used that in the last fight when they
Still on
jumped
cooldown for 20 seconds. Yeah. Okay. But that's the beauty. You talked about this earlier. That's the beauty of having somebody like Dawnbreaker. You can TP up there, no problem, and just use your ult to get back in the fight if you need to.
Yeah, it's doing T1 a lot of good right now, having a global hero. That's for sure.
Oh, the jump in again. Nothing to say gets doomed, but the Fissure blocks them off a bit. Cuckoo expends an RP. And nothing to say, just completely surrounded and will be brought down here. They do lose Lion, though, so but 1 for 1.
Yo, Savage is in the middle of nowhere here. Could be good, could be bad.
And right clicks from 23 Savage coming. He's doing a lot of damage, but the Fissure continues to block him off.
Could be nothing.
Great tool against the siege tank. That is Medusa.
Delayed the second lane of Rax by a decent amount of time. Horn toss.
Yeah, Horn toss, but the BKB forced. Courier taken out as well. That was most of a refresher, by the way, for Jin Q. Not sure if he has the recipe in his backpack, as we can see the jump in now. See the Aghanim Scepter go to work. That spell immunity, and away he goes. Aegis 30 seconds. Satanic now online for Ame. 23 Savage has a refresher for himself now, so double BKB, double Stone Gaze, double Silver Edge. Wow. Yep, strong stuff, I know. Oh, Zephyr is going to be spotted out. That's the Demon Zeal popped. They're going to be able to take out Dawnbreaker in quick succession here. Carl looking to potentially go in. Pops the BKB. Nothing to say, does the same. Doom actually applied to Ame, but he's already in meta form. I think they'd be fine to fight here.
Carl has used everything.
T1, there's a huge RP from Cuckoo, though. And the right click from 23 Savage just decimating LGD. Earthshaker buys back out again. Second RP onto Ame. He's stuck in place, but there is the lifesteal. And look at how much damage he actually does. He is getting kited from afar, though, as 23 Savage with that split shot modifier going to work on LGD overall. Can they stun lock Ame enough? Zephyr getting right click down from far. The Sunder Talon was definitely taken, as you see Ame use it multiple times. Faith Beyond's finally come back to the fight. Trying to kite Medusa as much as possible. Ame, all he can do is try to lifesteal. It's not going to happen, though. Double kill for 23 Savage. Finally will go down. Does have buyback, and Ame's going to expend his. So Jin Q working on Carl right now, burning down to that Infernal Blade. Fissure, nicely done. Blocks off Carl completely. Faith Beyond on the wrong side, though. Why?
Carl has no buyback.
Still has that magic immunity. 23 Savage buys back in the game. Looks like they want to try to finish this one way or the other, Cinderin. And there, Carl jumps in on nothing to say with the finger of death. Down he goes, double kill for him. Buyback again from LGD. 5 versus 5. Assuming nobody has buyback at this point. Good, Gaben. And they continue to fight here, or do they want to back?
Oh, the Fissure
on the wrong side. Oh. Provides enough space for 23 Savage to get away safely. This game is insane. 27k net worth lead, and this feels so even.
Who even has buyback anymore?
Does anybody? That's the question.
No. The only players who didn't use it are... They all did?
That is a 10 kill, 10 buy. The first of TI-10 and maybe ever, actually. That is insane, man.
So to finally kill a TV.
Oh, Roshan.
Yep.
Number 4. Has the Aegis, Cheese, Ags, and Refresher Shard this time, which for T1 is very nice. Echo Stomp being shown here. LGD.
This is a really big moment
Looks
for
like
T1.
they're coming to potentially contest. It's already at half health, though. There's the Mortimer's Kisses from afar. That's the talent. Look at how much damage that is actually doing. Carl has to be careful. There's the Solar Guardian. Has to be used to try to defend Roche. Earth Splitter's there as well. Looks like they'll finally get Roche eventually. He's nothing to say. To pop his actions and the jump right into the Echo Slam. Roshan is taken out. Who the hell got the Aegis? That is the first death from Dawnbreaker. Refresher on the ground, for God's sake. Faith Beyond's going to take a tumble with the 1-for-1. Aegis claimed by 23 Savage. LGD need to reset. Cuckoo not able to get the right horn toss. Was on an illusion. So T1 getting the better of that, I do believe. They got the Aegis. I can't keep track of these items. 52 minutes in the game.
How is that a 1-for-1?
Oh.
What
That Echo Slam was disgusting.
That was such an ugly setup too, right? Like you shoot the, you start the Mortimer Kisses, which he's level 25, so he has the strong talent, and they use it to chain with stuns, Fissure into Enchant Totem into Echo, so that Jinkyu did insane amounts of damage in that. He did the most damage out of anyone.
Whitemon was just gifted an Axe, by the way, so you're going to get the AoE Finger of Death. He has 7 charges of Finger.
Who got all the stuff from Roche?
Well, Aegis for
Aegis is
Medusa,
on
obviously.
Medusa.
There's
They
the cheese.
They
I don't know.
don't have the cheese. Where's the? What else was on it?
Axe was on it, and Refresher Shard. I don't know who got that.
Where's the shard?
You can keep track as I watch buildings die. 50 seconds of no Faith Beyond, 50 seconds of no Dawnbreaker. Of course, a little bit more concerning for PSG.LGD considering 23 Savage and company are in their base. So they're gonna get their second lane of rack. They can't go for Megas. The tier 2 bot still remains after all this time. That is actually shocking. In fact, just gonna go for the tier 4s for now. 23 Savage approaching level 30. Gonna be a pretty massive power spike for him. Yeah, Carl as well, that is true. So they get one tier 4. Trying to take out these illusions. The Echo Stomp, again, just the delays constantly. We barely talked about it, but the fact that Lion can just destroy these illusions obviously hinders Ame's ability to push out these lanes. And the fact that he has Shard, actually. It's the triple mana drain. Tier 4, all right. Faith Beyond is back, and remember, Dawnbreaker can just come in. There's Cuckoo. Oh! He kind of stutter steps there. Finally gets off the skewer, back into the fray. You can see the Earth Splitter from afar. Solar Guardian coming in as well. Can they kill Ame? Yes, they can! 120 seconds of no Terrorblade. PSG.LGD might be putting on the brink here of Game 3 if they're able to not hold this off. The Ancient is exposed as 23 Savage continuing to just pound upon it, forcing them back into their fountain, and this looks like T1 will be forcing the Game 3. Cinder and Faith Beyond gets off the Echo Slam though, wide, jumps in, has a lot of damage to work with, but nothing to say. He doesn't have enough damage to kill off 23 Savage, but okay. Satanic keeping him alive. Carl jumps in with the hoof stomp. He's continuing to try to hit this Ancient. 23 Savage. Echo Stomp again, just keeping him at bay. Yule Scepter now. Can they kite him enough? Refresher Shard used by Cuckoo. Into the RP. Into the Ancient kill. T1 force Game 3. Oh!
What a sick game!
Oh my God!
That was hype! I love that game. Oh. Showcasing all of the strengths of both teams, honestly. I think T1 playing some of their absolute best heroes and a lot of standout performances. How many good catches do we see from Cuckoo? Among a couple of interesting